Hello everybody, this is Sports Machine. My name is Utah Mike, and I welcome you to Stratomatic Baseball. For the day, May 25th, 1968, we're playing our alternate universe game between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Well folks, let's take a look at our little pregame show that we'll have right here before we get to game time conditions, and we can get you ready for baseball as you like it. So thank you so much for being here. The New York Mets will be playing the Atlanta Braves from Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium. So hope you guys enjoy that today. Give me 1 second here as I'm just trying to load things up here. We'll go from there. That's fine. So in today's game, the New York Mets are 22-16. They are percentage points ahead of the St. Louis Cardinals, who are 23-17, and the Giants, who are 24-18. The Mets will be playing the St. Louis Cardinals, and when the next series is at home, big crowds are expected. As it has been projected, Jacob Degrom will take on Bob Gibson on the Saturday game in New York. Game is already sold out, so please, if you have ways to get to the ballpark and you don't have tickets, there will be none. The game is already a sold-out game. In tonight's game, Jacob Degrom in our alternate universe replay will get the start in Atlanta against Pat Jarvis. The Atlanta Braves come in at 23-18. They're a half game out, so you got 5 teams within one game. Even the Chicago Cubs are 1 back. The Dodgers are 2.5 back. The Astros, Reds, and Phillies are 7 games back and more. The New York Mets come in losers of 2 in a row. They've lost 7 out of 10. So they kind of really struggled about. The Atlanta Braves have won 2 in a row. They've won 6 out of the last 10. The Braves come in with a +5 run differential, while the New York Mets come in with a 24 run differential. That is good for second in the National League. First place are the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are 51 runs ahead of pace. The Pirates are 21-16. They're a half game out, so very flooded National League here in 1968. As we take a look at some of our numbers, we'll take a look at our grand totals. The New York Mets come in hitting 246. League hitting is at 243, so that's about average. Atlanta hitting 235, that's just right below the Mets. The New York Mets are at 2.80 ERA, which is amazing considering it was Seaver and Degrom in this rotation. But they are 6. Atlanta's 2.72. That's 2 places above the Mets. This should be a great matchup. Pat Jarvis has an excellent card. He had an excellent season in '68. We'll be taking on Degrom here tonight, and you remember, if you watched Degrom's last start, not a lot of people did. Come on, shame on you. This is the second start of the year where Jacob Degrom nearly pitched a no-hitter. In his first outing of the year, he took a perfect game into the 9th inning. In his last outing, he pitched to only the minimum +1. 28 batters and pitched a 1-hitter. Degrom was absolutely filthy in his last start in the victory. So let's take you down to baseball, Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium, where tonight it's the New York Mets taking on your Atlanta Braves here at Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium. Give me 1 second, folks, and we'll get set here for baseball, ready to go. And we are back here. Thank you so much. As here we go, the Atlanta Braves have taken the field. Again, if you're with us in other New York Met outings, the problem the Mets have been running into lately, guess what, it's been tough. It's been absolutely brutal on this team. They've been running some serious injuries. Jerry Grody, who they've been wanting to get back, finally is again out. He's missing the next couple of games. He'll be out the rest of this series. They hope to have him back when they play the Pittsburgh Pirates when they go to Forbes Field. So here we go. The Braves take the field. Francona in left, Alou in center, Aaron in right. Martinez at third, Jackson at short, Mian at second, Johnson at first. Torrey behind the plate, and Pat Jarvis on the mound. Jarvis is 2-3, 3.96 ERA, 55 hits, 52 innings, 30 walks, 11 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 home runs. Here's your New York Met lineup. There with also without Tommy Agee. So Art Shamsky will pick up the slack. He'll lead off and play left field. And then after that will be Ken Boswell batting second, playing second. Cleon Jones batting third and center. Ed Charles, the hot Met, batting fourth at third. Ron Swoboda batting fifth and right. J.C. Martin behind the plate batting sixth. Eddie Cranepole in first is playing first, batting seventh. Bud Harrelson batting eighth at short, and batting ninth and pitching Jacob Degrom. For Pat Jarvis, he lost his last start of the year. That was a complete game, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. Before that was a no decision. His last win was on the 9th of the month, where he did go a complete game, give up 10 hits and only 1 run, and that was a big win for Pat. So here we go. Pat Jarvis is ready. The Atlanta Braves are ready. Here come the Mets as they begin a big series here in Atlanta. So Shamsky, the batter, he's hitting .214, only 14 at bats, home run and 2 RBIs. He's going to be needing to see a lot of time with the injuries so far to Agee. So here's Torrey, puts down the target. Jarvis looks in, and here's the first pitch of the ball game. And that's going to be a base hit for Art Shamsky. So a base hit for Shamsky, sends it to the right-hand side, and he leads off with a single. So Pat Jarvis is on base. So he's on base with a runner on first and nobody out. So now here's Ken Boswell. He's hitting .289, no homers, 6 RBIs. Torrey puts down the sign. Pat Jarvis from the stretch, runner on first and no out. The pitch to Boswell. 1-5's a walk, and the Mets have 2 on and nobody out. So the Mets looking to get started here. Here's Cleon Jones. He's hitting .289, 7 home runs, 19 runs batted, and right-handed bat. Jarvis struggling a little bit. First and second, no outs. Torrey behind the plate. Jarvis from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. Struck him out, big 1 out. And now here is Eddie Charles. So Charles that comes up. And it'll now be Charles hitting .313, 6 homers, 22 RBIs. He's been one of the big bats in his Met lineup. 2 on and 1 out. Torrey sets the target. Jarvis, the right-hander, from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Charles. 6-8 fly ball right field. Aaron should come up with this. He comes up and makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So a big catch for Aaron. Shamsky will probably have to hold that second, and he does. So now here's Ron Swoboda hitting .221, 2 homers, 10 RBIs, right-handed batter. Torrey sets in the target. Jarvis looking to work his way in and out of trouble. Here's the pitch to Swoboda. And Swoboda with a strikeout and ends the inning. So Pat Jarvis gets in and out of trouble. 1/2 inning play. Mets nothing, Atlanta nothing. Mets defense is going to be Shamsky, Jones, and Swoboda. That's all 4s out there. That is not going to be good if you're the New York Mets. They have to avoid outfield X chances if they can. This could be a real problem. Cleon Jones moved to center field with the injuries, and that made the Mets a lot worse of a defensive team. Swoboda, they don't have a true center fielder in this game, so they had to put someone out there. The AD injury really hurts. So it's Charles, Harrelson, Boswell, Cranepole in the infield, J.C. Martin in for Grody. Degrom is your pitcher. Boy, Jacob Degrom has put together a memorable rookie year. 5-2 ERA, 1.78, 31 hits in 56 innings, 71 strikeouts and only 6 walks. He's given up 3 home runs. For Jacob, he lost his previous 2 starts, and all of a sudden he came back a 9-inning one-hitter, struck out 10. He struck out more than 10, 5 out of his 7 starts. So here we go. Here's Sonny Jackson. He's hitting .208, no homers, 8 RBIs. Martin puts down the sign. Degrom with the windup. Here's the pitch to Sonny Jackson. And that is going to be a fly ball to center. Cleon Jones is not an X chance, so he should come up with it and make the catch, and does, 1 away. So a big 1 out here in the first. So now for the Atlanta Braves, it will be Felix Mian. .256, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Martin puts down the sign. Degrom for the windup, and here's the big kick and delivery. 4-8 and struck him out. Big strikeout for Degrom. That's his first strikeout, number 72. So now here's Henry Aaron in the last game over at Shea Stadium. He struck out 3 times. Aaron hitting .304, 11 home runs, 32 ribbies. Martin puts down the sign. Degrom looks in. Here's the windup and pitch to Henry Aaron. And a strikeout for Degrom. He gets Aaron yet again. 1 inning of play in the books. No score. So now here's J.C. Martin hitting .158. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Boy, they missed Grody out there. He had come back from a long set of injuries and got hurt again. But he looks to come back probably in about 2 games or so. So hopefully they'll have Grody back in the next time we see him, which will be, we'll either show you Seaver's next start, which will be, I believe, in Pittsburgh, or we will take you to Grom next start, which will be at home versus St. Louis, Bob Gibson and Jacob Degrom. Again, the game is sold out, so if you don't have tickets in the New York area, please stay away. It's going to be just like the United States Tennis Center. It is going to be a packed place to be sure. Torrey puts down the sign. Jarvis with the windup. Here's the pitch to Degrom, and that is going to be a ground ball to first to J.C. Martin. Picked up by Johnson, takes it to the bag, and there's 1 away. Here's Eddie Kranepool, 259, 3 homers, 19 RBIs. This Met team struggles as they normally do hitting. The '68 season was one of the lowest hitting averages for an offensive output. So by not having a couple of the regulars in the lineup, it really kind of hurts them. Torrey puts down the target. Pat Jarvis with a windup and the pitch to Kranepool. And Jarvis, the fly ball left field. That's Francona. That could be a problem for Francona. And it goes over the head of Francona. He's unable to make the play. Kranepool hit a slice down the line. Francona cannot get it. Kranepool have a double, and the Mets have a runner on second and 1 out. So the only true liability for the Braves in the outfield is Francona left with the 4, and the Mets exploited early. Here's Bud Harrelson hitting .254. No homers, 13 RBIs, one of the hotter Mets, you can say. He's above the league's average for hitting. Harrelson, switch hitter, will bat for the left side. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Harrelson, and that is going to be a fly ball left field. Francona will have this one. He'll make the catch. Kranepool will hold, and there is 2 outs. So 2 outs. Kranepool stops at first. Kranepool doesn't have good foot speed, so to get him home is going to be truly difficult. Francona is a above average arm, or is it below average arm? I'll lose a little bit under average, a little bit above average, and Aaron's a little bit above that too. So Atlanta with a pretty decent outfield. And here's Degrom. He had the big hit in his last start. He hit the home run. He supplied the Mets' only offense, the home run, and the Mets went on the win. So Torrey puts down the sign. Jarvis from the stretch. Runner on second and 2 outs. Pitch to Jacob, and that's going to be a walk. So Degrom gets the walk. So walking the opposing pitcher, never good. And now here is Shamsky, 1 for 1 with a single. That was a big hit for Art. He needs to be in this lineup. Torrey sets in the target. Jarvis from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Shamsky. And that's going to be a base hit. No, line drive. Felix Mignon's right there. Mets strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now here's Felipe Alou hitting .299. 2 homers, 16 ribbies. He'll be followed by Torrey and Francona for the Atlanta Braves here in the second. Martin puts down the sign. Degrom looks in. The wide up to Felipe Alou. And that is going to be a catch-ax behind the plate. J.C. Martin there should make the catch. And no, he dropped it in the field of play. That's going to be an E2. So J.C. Martin drops the ball, and they will actually give him another swing. So they will call that an error. So Felipe Alou stays out there. Let's see if that comes back and haunts the Mets here. Martin puts down the sign for him. Oh, my goodness. Degrom with the windup. Here's the pitch to Alou. And that is going to be a base hit for Alou. That's down the line to extend the at-bat. First hit of the ball game for the Braves is going to be a double over Cleon Jones's head. He has to go get it. Alou will stop at second. Ball is thrown in, and the Braves have a runner on second and nobody out. So a big double for Alou, and here's Torrey. Torrey hitting .301. 4 homers, 21 RBIs. Martin sets in the target. Degrom now runner on second, no outs. Let's see how Jacob deals with the little bit of a problem he has here. Here's the pitch, and the pitch is a fly ball center field. Jones is going to come in and make this catch. Olu should hold, and there's one away. Olu does have good speed on second, but he will not be able to go anywhere. Here's Terry Francona, the son of the skipper of the Indians, 236. No homers, 11 RBIs. I should say he's the dad. So Francona comes in left fielder. He's no more for his bat than he is for the glove. Martin puts down the sign. Degrom from the stretch. Righty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Terry Francona. And that's going to be a ground ball to first as Cranepool. He gets it, snuffs it out, takes it to the bag himself as Olu will move to third. So now the Braves have the potential go-ahead runner at third with 2 outs. And here is Daryl Johnson. Johnson only hitting 113 on 124 bats. He's been struggling. 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Martin sets in the target. Degrom from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Johnson. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Jones is there, makes the catch, and 2 innings of play been played here in Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium. We play 2. It is no score here in Atlanta. So now here's Kenny Boswell, who will be followed by Jones and Charles. The bat for the Mets here against Pat Jarvis here in the third. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis with the windup. Here's the pitch to Boswell. 4-8 fly ball right field. Aaron should come up with this. He'll come in, wait for it, and make the catch. And there's 1 away here in the third. 1 out in the third. Boswell retired. Here's the center fielder, Cleon Jones. So Jones, the batter, 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Torrey sets down the target. Jarvis looks in. Here's the big windup to Cleon Jones. 1-6, hits a line drive in the gap. That'll be trouble. Francona's going to have to play the hop. Jones will get in the second, and he'll be standing there with a double. So Francona played the hop against the wall, and Jones with a 1-out double. So base hit number 3 for the Mets. And now here's Ed Charles. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis from the stretch now. Runner on second, 1 out. Pitch to Charles, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. Jackson's got it. He looks Cleon Jones back, throws to Johnson for the second out. And now here's Ron Swoboda. He's 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Big situation for Ronnie to come up in this situation, a 2-out, 2-run scoring position situation. Torrey sets in the target. Jarvis from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch to Swoboda. 4-11 ground ball to first. Daryl Johnson's got it. Waves off Jarvis and gets to the bag. And the Mets do not score. No runs, 1 hit. They leave a runner in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the third. No score here in Atlanta. Marty Martinez, Pat Jarvis, and Sonny Jackson bat for the Braves here in the third. So Martinez the bat. Martinez hitting 146, 4 RBIs. Martin sets the target. Degrom looks in. Here's the pitch to Jacob. From Jacob, struck him out. Gets number 3. So Degrom gets 3. Strikeout number 74 for the season. So now here's Pat Jarvis, and he has not much hitting on the card. So it should be an easy out. He only hit 141, 5 ribbies on the season. Martin puts down the target. Degrom looks in. Here's the big windup to Jarvis and struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Degrom. Here's Sonny Jackson now. Jackson flied out his last time up. Will Degrom get the side in order? Martin puts down the target. Degrom looks in, gets the side. Here's the pitch to Sonny Jackson. And catch X. Let's see if J.C. Martin can come up with this one. He comes up with it and makes the play. So he gets out in front of the box. Martin picks it up and throws a strike to Cranepool to end the inning. The Braves, 3 up, 3 down. Let's head to the fourth. No score. The Mets, no runs on 3 hits. The Atlanta Braves, no runs on 1 hit. Cardinals lead the Phillies by the score of 2-0. Dodgers over the Expos 2-1. Pirates over the Reds 3-0, and the Chicago Cubs lead the Giants by the score of 8-4. So everyone is so close in the National League. You wanna win. So here's J.C. Martin. Martin comes up. He grounded out his first time up. Crane pulled, followed by Harrelson. The bat for the Mets in the fourth. Then Degrom will bat in the hole. Torrey puts down the sign. Jarvis looks in. Here's the windup to J.C. Martin. And Martin with a pop up to first. Daryl Johnson's there. Makes the catch, and there's one away. So Martin retired. Again, a problem the Mets going to have to fix. Rudy's injuries seem to be lingering. Here is Eddie Kranepool, 1-for-1 of the double as last time. He's one Met. That's going to need to get hot. Torrey puts down the sign. Jarvis, the big right-hander, from the windup and deals to Kranepool. 6-12, fly ball right field. Aaron should come up with this. He comes up to the line, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs, and Eddie Kranepool is retired, and there's 2 outs. So now here is Bud Harrelson. He's 0-for-1, flied out his first time up. Jarvis again, a great season in 68, 2.60 ERA, 256 innings, 202 hits, so a very good season. Torrey puts down the sign. Jarvis with a windup. Here's the pitch to Carlson. And now we have line drive to short. Sonny Jackson's there, ends the inning. Mets go 3 up, 3 down. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth. Typical 1968 baseball here on the Sports Machine. No score between the Braves and the Mets. So here's Felix Millan. Millan so far struck out his first time up. He'll be followed by Aaron and Alou. So far Degrom has struck out 4, giving up 1 hit in 3 innings of work. Martin puts down the target. Degrom looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Felix Millan. And that's a single to center field for Millan. Second hit of the ball game. Now with Degrom and Martin, let's see if Millan takes chances here. Here's the right fielder, Henry Aaron. Degrom has made him look really bad in the outing so far. But remember, this is Hank Aaron up. Big right-handed hitter, considered one of the greatest right-handed hitters of all time. Martin puts down the target. Degrom from the stretch. A runner on first, nobody out. Pitch to Aaron. And they're going to bunt with Aaron. Oh, he popped it up into a double play. Henry Aaron. That must have been something the Braves did not call for in the dugout. And it popped it up. Kranepool came and made the catch. Boswell snuck behind the first baseman and got him doubled up to the Braves. Holy cow, hope you'll never see that again. Why in the hell was Henry Aaron bunting there? So here is Felipe Alou, 1-for-1, had a double his last time up. Holy cow. So Martin puts down the sign. Degrom looks in. Here's the pitch to Alou. And that is a strikeout for Degrom. He gets 5 strikeouts through 4. We played 4. The Mets get a gift. It's Christmas time here in Atlanta. No score, top of the 5th. Mets, no runs, 3 hits on an error. The Braves, no runs on 2 hits. And here is the self-mentioned Jacob Degrom. Walked his first time up. Hit 200 on the year. 2 homers, 6 RBIs, and 65 at-bats. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis looks in. Here's the pitch to Degrom. And Degrom struck him out, and he walks away. Jarvis made him look bad there. Fastball inside corner. So that's 3 for Jarvis. And now here's Shamsky. He's singled and lined out. Torrey puts down the sign. Jarvis with the big windup and deals to Shamsky. Shamsky, line drive, base hit for Shamsky's 2 for 3. So Shamsky's on base with a runner on first, so a big opportunity. Here's the second baseman, Kenny Boswell. He's walked in, flied out. Torrey puts down the sign. Jarvis from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Pitch to Boswell. And that is going to be a pop to third. Martinez is there. Shamsky's going to have to hold at first. He waits for the pop-up. It's a Major League 1. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So here's Cleon Jones, 1 for 2, a strikeout and a double. So Torrey puts down the sign. Jarvis from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. And Jones line drive to Daryl Johnson. So the Mets are retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in Atlanta. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Mets. No runs, 2 hits for the Braves. Torrey, Francona, and Johnson about for the Braves here in the 5th. Martin puts down the sign. Degrom looks in. Here's the windup and pitch to Torrey. Torrey is going to be a fly ball right field. Swoboda is there. He'll wait for it. Comes over to the line. Makes the catch. And there's one away. So far the Mets getting a couple breaks here. No fly ball X chances. Forwards in the outfield for the Mets could be doomsday for this team. Here's Francona. He's 0 for 1. Martin puts down the sign. Degrom looks in with a big wide up to Francona. Francona with a line drive deep to right field. Back goes Swoboda at the track, but it dies out there. Swoboda makes the catch, and there is 2 outs. Oh my. Home run on 1-4, but Swoboda's there on the 20. So now here's Daryl Johnson. He's 0 for 1. He flied out his last time up. 2 outs in the 5th. Martin puts down the sign. Degrom looks in. Big wind up the deal. Daryl Johnson. And Johnson, fly ball to center field. That'll be 2 flyouts for Johnson. Cleon Jones is there. Comes over. Makes the catch. And Degrom has a 1-2-3 inning. We played 5 here in Atlanta. No score. We head to the 6th. So Ed Charles will be the batter, followed by Swoboda and Martin. The Mets with 4 hits, the Braves with 2. Jarvis and Degrom in a classic pitcher's duel in a 1968 alternate universe replay right here on the Sports Machine. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis with the windup. Here's the pitch to Ed Charles. 4-9 ground ball the second. Millon's got it. Flips it to Johnson, 1 away. So Charles, normally the one of the hot Mets, is 0 for 3. Here's Swoboda 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis with the windup, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be a strikeout for Swoboda. That's 2 for Ronnie. And he's down twice. That is so far 4 strikeouts. Here's J.C. Martin. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis looks in the nod. Here's the windup to J.C. Martin. Martin, fly ball to right. That will be Aaron. Aaron is there. Comes up with it. Makes the catch. And the Mets are down in the 6th. Oh, we're going down the wire here. Not many runs. 1968 alternate universe replay. Middle of May, where is the Braves nothing and the Mets nothing. So Martinez then by Jarvis and Jackson. Let's see if the Braves stay with Jarvis here in the 6th inning. Degrom looks to be very good so far. 5 strikeouts through 5 innings. Looking again, get his 8th game of 10 or more strikeouts. Martin puts down the target. Degrom looks in. Here's the windup to Martinez. And Martinez is going to be a walk. So Degrom starts it off with a walk. That's probably going to allow Jarvis to come over the sacrifice. The Mets are going to bring the corners up. Charles and Cranepool, they're literally going to be playing beside Degrom like it's a game of pepper here. Martin sets the target. Degrom from the stretch. You may see a high fastball by Degrom. See if Jarvis can pop this up. Here's the swing. It is going to be a bunt. Let's see if Jarvis lays it down. And it's a beauty. That's how you bunt. Good play by Cranepool. He'll go to first with Boswell holding, and Martinez moves to second. So a nice bunting there by Pat Jarvis. So now the Braves, a possible go-ahead runner at second with 1 out. Here is Sonny Jackson. He's 0 for 2, a fly down and ground out. He's got a piece of the ball both times up today. Martin puts down the target. Degrom from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Pitch to Sonny Jackson. And that is going to be a line drive base hit for Sonny Jackson. Martinez had to hold a little bit. He'll go to third. He'll stay there. Jones would come up with the throw, and the Braves have first and second with 1 out. So now do the Braves try something here. Now they are known to sometimes play small ball. Millon basically chokes up on the bat. He's not going to have a lot of power in there. 1 home run on the season. He's hit that. Martin is an A bunter. So you know what? The Braves are going to play the infield in. They are going to try. That means they give Sonny Jackson second base if he wants it. Oh, that's a tough situation. Will the Braves try to squeeze here? First and third, 1 out. Degrom looks in. This is a situation Degrom does not want to be in. So Martin looks in, puts down the fingers. Degrom with Martinez at third with a 14 running rating. Will he get a good enough jump if Mian bunts? Here's the pitch, and they're going to try to squeeze him like we thought. Here comes the squeeze. Fielded by Darrelson. He throws for the lead runner. Out! He gets him. Oh, what a play at Kranepool. He goes home. Martinez is out at the plate. Good tag by J.C. Martin. Oh my goodness. That's a perfectly execution by Kranepool. He picked it up, threw it home. Martin with the tag. And that is a fielder's choice, 3-2. So now the Braves first and second, 2 outs. But now the problem is up, and that's Hank Aaron. He struck out and popped up into a double play. That's right. So Aaron steps up. He wasn't happy he was bunting. I think he was doing what he was supposed to do. Back in 1968, if a manager told you to do something, you do it, even how stupid of a move it is. First and second, 2 out. Let's see if Henry Aaron can maybe make up for that and get a base hit here. Degrom wants to keep Aaron from doing that. Martin puts down the target. Degrom from the stretch. First and second, 2 out. Pitch to Aaron. He's swinging away. Struck him out. Second strikeout on Aaron today. 6 in the ballgame for Degrom. We played 6. No score. Classic pitchers matchup. Sports Machine here in Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium. No score. Atlanta, New York. No runs. 4 hits. 1 error for the Mets. No runs. 3 hits. No errors for the Braves. We're here in the 7th. Kranepool, Harrelson, and maybe, possibly a pinch hitter. But Jacob Degrom has always been known to say, hey, I want to stay in this and be around. We'll see. The Mets don't have a potent bench. That's the problem. So Degrom may be a better hitter than most of the Met bench players. Degrom puts down the target. Jarvis looks in. Here's the pitch to Kranepool. Top of the 7th, and that's a single to right field for Eddie Kranepool. Second hit of the ball game. That's a big one. Now here's Harrelson. They are looking corners. So Martinez, Johnson playing at the corners for the bunt. But with the Degrom on deck, do you dare bunt Harrelson here? Because then you really put yourself in a 1-out situation with the pitcher up. He's only a C bunter, so we're not going to try it. Harrelson, left-handed hitter against the right-handed pitching Jarvis. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis from the stretch. Runner on first. Nobody out. Pitch to Harrelson. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Tough play for Sonny Jackson. Can he get it? He'll get the fielder's choice and nearly makes the error. Oh, he played it off his body. Flipped it to Mian and got Kranepool. So Harrelson replaces him. Now here comes your situation. Degrom 0 for 1 with the walk. He's walked in, struck out. They're going to keep him in the game. So he'll bat here in the 7th. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis from the stretch. Runner on first. 1 out and pitch to Degrom. Degrom, fly ball right field. He hits it at Aaron. He'll make this one. He does. It's shallow. Runners left to hold, and there is 2 outs. Good play from Aaron. He came in and he made sure he got set perfectly. So with 2 outs in the 7th inning, that could come back to haunt him. So now here's Art Shamsky. Shamsky has singled twice. He's 2 for 3, getting the chance to lead off today. Torrey sets in the target. Jarvis from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Pitch to Shamsky. And Shamsky, fly ball center field. That's a home run on Swoboda's card, not Shamsky. Aaron will come in and make this catch, or is it a Lou? It looks like it's a Lou this time. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 7th inning stretch. No score here in Atlanta. Mets nothing, Braves nothing. Lou, Torrey, Francona, the bat for the Braves here in the 7th. So, what a ball game. The Braves, the golden opportunity in this game was snuffed away by a great play by Eddie Kranepool. Martin puts down the target. Degrom, the big windup, and deals to Lou. And Lou with a line drive in the gap. That'll be another double for Lou. Shamsky will have to play the hop. Oh my, that's against the wall. Fans are on their feet. Lou around first. He's going to try for second. The throw in. Not in time. Double for Felipe Lou. Runner on second and nobody out. Here's Joe Torrey. Torrey 0 for 2 in the ball game. 2 flyouts. Degrom trying to get himself in and out of trouble again. 4th hit for the Braves. Martin sets in the target. Degrom from the stretch. Runner on second. Nobody out. Pitch to Torrey. Torrey struck him out. There's number 7 for Degrom, 78 for the season. And now here's Francona. Francona, 232. No homers, 11 RBIs. Left-handed hitter. Lou on at second and 1 out. Martin sets in the target. Degrom looking in from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 away. Pitch to Francona. 6-5, strike him out, 2 away. Strikeout number 9 for Degrom. Let's see, he's got it. No, number 8. He got 8. And here's Daryl Johnson. So he's got 2 in the inning. Degrom working his way in and out of trouble. Martin puts down the target. Degrom nods from the stretch. Lou on at second, good speed. Pitch to Daryl Johnson. And he ground ball to short. Harrelson's got it. Picks it up. Throws a strike to Craigpool and ends the inning. 2 strikeouts for Degrom. We played 7. No score here in Atlanta. Boswell, Jones, and Charles the bat for the Mets. So the Mets, no runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Atlanta, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. Top of the 8th, here at the ballpark. Boswell, followed by Jones, Charles. If we get to Degrom now, you know he's coming out. So he's sitting there. He's got his arm wrapped. He's going back out there. Between innings, you did not see anything. Gil Hodges and Degrom were talking. It seems like everything is still status quo for Jacob. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis looks in from the windup. Here's the pitch to Boswell. Boswell, single for Boswell. His first hit of the ball game. And he's been one of the more effective Mets in this lineup. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's Cleon Jones. 1 for 3, doubled back in the 3rd inning. Do they have him do anything special? We'll take a look at some statistics. He's a B bunter, so he turns into a C. So do they go small ball with Charles and Swoboda up? Jones will swing away, hopefully no double play. Torrey sets the target. Jarvis now from the stretch. Boswell to take a lead off first. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. Struck him out. Oh my. 2nd strikeout of the ball game for Cleon Jones. That is strikeout number 5 for Jarvis. And here's Eddie Charles. Charles 0 for 3 in the ball game. Boswell on at first, 1 out. On deck, Swoboda. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis from the stretch. Pitch to Eddie Charles. And that is a strikeout for Charles. Oh my, he's 0 for 4. Here's Ron Swoboda. 2 strikeouts in the game. Pat Jarvis stronger and stronger. 6 strikeouts through. 7 2/3 so far. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. The pitch to Ron Swoboda. And that is going to be a line drive in the gap for Swoboda. Let's see if they can score. Boswell all the way from first. 14 running speed. He's got +2 on the 2 outs. Is 16. A lose, a -1. Let's see if they can get the ball in and get him home. Here comes Boswell around third. 1-14 will score him. Here's the throw to plate. No, he got him. Oh my. Center fielder Lou gets a perfect peg to the shortstop who throws it home and gets him. Great tag by Torrey. He gets the runner, and the Mets are done in the 8th. Won the 14 chance and rolled the oblivious 20. Bottom of the 8th, no score here in Atlanta. So now it's Martinez, and I bet a pinch hitter for Jarvis and then Jackson. So now the Mets may have an opportunity at this Brave bullpen, which could be helpful. We'll see if they can. Martinez the batter, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Martin puts down the target. Degrom wanting some run support here. Here's the pitch to Martinez. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Harrelson's got it. He looks the ball in his glove, throws. He just missed some errors. He played it off his chest. Oh, a tough play from Harrelson. Came up, knew he had time, and got him. 1 away, here's Jarvis. Let's see if they pull him back with 1 out in the 8th. Let's see. Nope, they'll pitch to Jarvis. Jarvis hits for himself. Struck him out. Big strikeout for Jarvis. That is 9. He's 1 strikeout away from striking out 10 or more for the 8th time. Here's Sonny Jackson, 1 for 3. Singled his last time up in the 6th inning. Martin puts down the target. Degrom looks in. 2 outs in the 8th. Pitch to Sonny Jackson. Struck him out, and there it is. Jacob Degrom has pitched 8 innings. He officially will be tired working the 9th inning. No score here in Atlanta. Degrom, 8 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 10 strikeouts for Degrom. I believe that is that is his 8th start of the year with 10 or more. It'll now be Martin, Cranebowl, Harrelson, and then I don't know. They let Jarvis bat in the 8th inning. Will they let Degrom bat in the 8th inning? Martin's 0 for 3, grounded out, popped up, fly out. The Mets may want to go to a pinch hitter here. In the top of the 9th, they need something started, and they may go to the harmonica man, that is Phil Linz, or they got Al Weiss, who can play a bunch of different positions. The Mets have to find a catcher too, and it could be Goosen. Oh, they got Goosen or Bosch, so you really got 2 catchers on the roster. So let's see who the Mets decide they're going to go with. They don't have, again, and somebody on the bench who can just come up, and they got all their guys who are going to hit on this team. It's going to be Larry Stahl. Stahl is a 3 in the outfield, so you may see him stay in the game at some point. So he will go ahead. He'll go ahead and bat for J.C. Martin in this spot. So here comes Larry Stahl, hitting .231, 13 at-bats, nothing on the resume so far. He's a left-handed hitter. 3 home runs on the 68 season, so he's got some pop in there. Torrey puts down the target. Jarvis, here he is, still pitching in the 9th inning, and the Braves are to go to the bullpen. Oh, they got a Kelly. Kelly, 2-0, 1 save. He's been magnificent. .75 ERA, 6 hits in 12 innings, 4 walks in 10 strikeouts. So they go to the lefty here. Stahl, not much power against the lefty. Torrey puts down the target. Kelly from the windup, here's the pitch. And he gets himself a strikeout, and Stahl strikes out, and here's Cranebowl. Another lefty in this Met lineup. Cranebowl 2 for 3. Hitting .270 on the year, double in the 2nd, single in the 7th. Torrey puts down the sign. Kelly from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cranebowl. And Cranebowl, 5-ball center field. That will be a loose. Should make it. Comes in. Makes the catch, 2 away. So Cranebowl now at 2 for 4. And here's Bud Harrelson. On deck is Degrom. So either he pitches the 9th inning and finishes it off, or he will be pinch hit for coming up. Then again, we'll see. So Harrelson 0 for 3 in the ball game. Flied out, lined out, forced out. Torrey puts down the sign. Kelly, the left-hander, to the right-hander, hitting Harrelson in the pitch. And that is going to be a walk to Harrelson. That unfortunately plays the hand of Gil Hodges. So Degrom is pleading his case, and Degrom says, You're coming out, Jacob. I'm sorry. You have to. And he pitches 8 innings. He is pleading his case. And they're going to go with Bushik, who can hit a little bit against lefties. And he's going to try to hit for Degrom here. So here comes Bushik. He 1 home run, 11 RBIs, hitting 182. So far in 7 at-bats, 4 RBIs, hitting 286. So runner on first, 2 outs. Torrey puts down the target. Kelly from the stretch. And the Braves are to go back to their bullpen. It's going to be Britton. So Britton comes in 1-0, 3 saves, but a high ERA, 5.14 ERA, 19 hits, 14 innings. Britton, a right-hander from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Pitch to Bushik. And that is going to be a line drive. Base hit for Bushik. A pinch hit. Harrelson got a second. Has to stay right there. The Mets got 2 on and 2 outs. And now here's the guy who started, Art Shamsky. 2 for 4. Single in the 1st, single in the 5th. Let's go crazy, folks. Let's see if the Mets can score in the 9th and keep Degrom able to get the win here. Torrey goes out and talks to Britton, puts down the sign. Do the Braves got another lefty hanging out in their bullpen right now? Britton from the stretch, 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Pitch to Shamsky. And that is going to be a fly ball to right field. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. If someone's going to win this, the Braves are going to have to walk it off. Bottom of the 9th coming up from Atlanta. No score. So bottom of the 9th, the Mets will need a new pitcher. Who will they go with? The Braves will send up, by the way, let's see, it will be Mian, Aaron Alou, righties. So the Braves will need someone who can get some righties out. They might as well go to their top-end guy. You know what? Now as a visitor, you try not to throw your closer out there. So let's see. And you know what? They're going to go with Cal Kuntz. Kuntz has 11 saves. He only made 2 starts, so he's going to be mostly a bullpen guy. And he has fantastic stuff versus righties. And yes, the Mets needed to put a catcher out there. And it's going to be Goosen. So Goosen in the game for Stahl. Now, we're going to make some changes, I think. Let's see. We'll put Goosen leading off is your catcher. So we'll go ahead and switch that around. Left fielder will be Stahl. And that at least puts 1-3 out there. So it's going to be Jones. It'll be Stahl, Jones, Swoboda. So now Kuntz on the mound. 2-0, 1 save, .68 ERA. He's only got up 2 hits in 13 innings. Will pitch to Beyond, then Aaron Alou here in the 9th. The Mets, no runs on 8 hits and 1 error. The Braves, no runs on 4 hits. What an outing for Degrom, but it goes for naught. Both Jarvis and Degrom with NDs for the day. Goosen puts down the side. Coots from the windup. Here's the pitch to Beyond. And that's going to be a line drive to the second base. Boswell, nicely done, one away. So here's Henry Aaron. Boy, with all the DeGrom has struck him out twice today, and with everything going on, this is a bad situation for Kuntz. He knows he cannot make the pitch that's going to get hit out here. Gooseman puts down the sign. Kuntz looks in. Here's the windup to Aaron. And Aaron, oh, he just missed it. Ground ball to third. Charles got it. Picks him up. Pick up your heart. Throws out the crane, pull 2 away. Boy, Aaron just missed it. 2 outs. Here's Alou. Alou 2 for 3. Doubled in the second, doubled in the 7th, and then got thrown out on a squeeze. The Mets have had 1 player thrown out at the plate. The Braves have had 1. No score. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Gooseman puts down the sign. Ooh, got his +4. That sucks. Kuntz from the windup and pitch to Alou. And that's going to be a line drive third base. We'll go to old-fashioned extra innings. Let's go to the 10th. No score here in Atlanta. So now it's Boswell, followed by Jones and Charles against Britton, batting, still pitching for the Braves, here in the 10th. Torrey puts down the sign. Britton looks in. Free extra innings, free extra innings. Britton, the righty, looks in and pitched to Boswell. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Jackson's got it, throws him out, and there's 1 away. Here's Cleon Jones. He's 1 for 4, the double. Torrey puts down the sign. Britton looks in. Here's the windup to Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones, ground ball to short. Jackson's got it, gets it, picks him up, throws a strike to Johnson. 2 outs. Here's Eddie Charles. He's 0 for 4. Torrey puts down the target. Britton looks in, wide up, and pitch to Charles. 5-7, ground ball to second. That's going to be Beyond. Playable, makes the play, throws, got him. Mets go 3 up, 3 down the 10th. Let's go to the bottom of the inning. Still no score. And it's going to be Torrey, Francona, Johnson for the Braves in the 10th. Goosen puts down the sign. Kuntz from the windup, and here's the pitch to Torrey. And that's going to be a strikeout for Kuntz. Big strikeout there, 1 away. So now here's Francona, 0 for 3. Kuntz puts down the sign. Kuntz with the windup. Here's the pitch to Terry Francona. 1-6 and draws the walk. So now the Braves' potential winning run now at first. Here's the big hitter, Daryl Johnson. Johnson, the batter. And he'll take some swings. He's 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a ground out. Struggling with the bat, 127 bats, only hitting Darren Johnson. So he is overdue. Goosen puts down the sign. Kuntz from the stretch. Francona not good speed. Let's see if they run for Francona here. They might. And they do. They'll bring in Mike Lum. He'll run. He has a little more average foot speed. Anything in the gap could score him and win this game. Gooseman puts down the sign. Kuntz from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And they're going to go. They threw him out. Oh, what a throw by Gooseman. Even though he's a +4, he threw a strike to Boswell and got him. Oh, what a play from Gooseman. 2 outs here in the 10th. Now Darren Johnson comes up with nobody else. So the Mets come up big with a 20 there when they needed it. Here is Gooseman. Puts down the sign. Kuntz from the windup. Here's a pitch to Darren Johnson. And that is going to be a ground ball to short. Harrelson's got it. Big play. Throws him out. Ends the inning. We now go to the top of the 11th inning. We'll wipe out our scoreboard and start over. So far, New York Mets, no runs on 8 hits and an error. The Braves, no runs on 4 hits. We go to the 11th. Swoboda, Stahl, Cranepool, right, left against Britton. Swoboda 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Doubled back in the 8th, and he was thrown out at the plate. Torrey puts down the side. Britton with the windup and pitch to Swoboda. And Swoboda struck him out for the 3rd time. So here is Stahl, 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. This time he gets a righty to swing again. Who he has power against. Torrey puts down the sign. Britton looks in. Here's the pitch to Stahl. Gets his opportunity. Ground ball to short. Jackson's got it. Makes the play. And there is 2 outs. So now here's Ed Cranepool, 2 for 4, double in the 2nd, single in the 7th. Torrey puts down the sign. Britton from the windup. Here's the pitch to Cranepool. And that is a fly ball center field. Lelou will come in, makes the catch. Top play and drop the ball. Oh, he dropped the ball. We knew he had problems with it. The wind blew it over his head and it tipped the glove. And Cranepool will go to second. He'll head to second. And he's in there. Cranepool with a good slide. So a big 2-out error here in the top of the 11th. So now Bud Harrelson with a chance. Kuntz waits on deck. There'll be a pinch hitter for him if needed. Torrey puts down the side. Britton from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 out. Pitch to Harrelson. Does he get the big hit of the ballgame? No. Ground ball to second. Meon's got it. Goes to first. Will go to the bottom of the 11th. So Kuntz will stay in there since he will lead off the bottom of the 11th inning anyway. So it'll be Martinez, probably a pinch hitter for Britton, and then Jackson, the bat for the Braves here in the 11th. Martinez 0 for 2 with a walk. Gooseman puts down the sign. Kuntz from the windup. Here's the pitch to Martinez. 5-10 grads, a pop up behind the plate. That should be a catch. That's a ground ball and makes the play. Good job by Gooseman. Got up and threw in the chute. Cranepool with an out. So 1 away. So let's see who they bat Britton for. Oh, they'll bat Britton. How about that? Line drive, third base, Charles 2 away. You would have thought they'd bench hit for him, but they may not have a bench left. Let's look at the Braves bench and see who was left. Oh, they have 6 guys still on the bench. Oh, my goodness. Why did they not bat for the pitcher there? So now here's Sonny Jackson, 1 for 4. Gooseman puts down the sign. Kuntz looks in. Here's the pitch to Sonny Jackson. 2-4 single. Sonny Jackson, a 2-out hit. So now the Mets got to be worried. The Braves know they can run on these guys. So here's Felix Mion. He's 1 for 4. Single back in the 4th. Gooseman puts down the sign. Kuntz has to hold him as best as he can. Here's the pitch to Mion. And that is going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Gooseman is a 3-0, so he makes the play. No, he does not. It's a dribbler down the line. Kuntz lets it stay fair, and that's a single. So Kuntz unable to come up with it, and that's an infield hit. And now the Braves have a potential winning run at second. Mion at first and 2 outs for Aaron. And now let's see what the Mets do. Kuntz again, much better against right-handed pitching. But they may now go with the, they would have to make a probably double switch here and get the pitcher off his spot, which means that would probably put Al Weiss somewhere in the game or Phil Linz. So Al Weiss will come in the ball game and will be the new leadoff hitter for the Mets. So he'll be the new shortstop. And then in the 8th and pitching spot, they'll bring in Ron Taylor. Taylor, 1 and 2, had 13 saves during the season. He struggled a bit, 11 hits over 6 innings. So Taylor not been as effective as you might think. So this is a big situation for Ronnie to be in. He needs to get Hank Aaron out in this situation. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Taylor is asked to make the pitch of the game right now. Gooseman puts down the sign. Taylor from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Aaron. And Aaron, ground ball to short. That's going to be all up to Weiss. He's in the game now. Oh, it's a single. Oh, it's an infield hit. Weiss knocked it down. That's a base hit. Not sure if Harrelson would have came up with that or not. He keeps it in the infield so Jackson cannot score. The Braves now with the bases loaded. 2 outs in the 11th. Jackson is the winning run, and now here's Philippe Lelou. 2 for 4. Doubles in the 2nd, doubles in the 7th. Ron Taylor looks in. So Gooseman puts down the sign. Taylor working from the stretch. Bases loaded, Braves here in the 11th. And the pitch to Lou. And that will be a foul out behind the plate. Gooseman throws away the armor, makes the catch, and we go to the 12th, still scoreless. Oh, the Mets. So now here's Al Weiss. He'll be followed by Gooseman and Boswell. Top of the 12th, no score. Boy, what a ball game to have here on a recording. Torrey puts down the side. Britton stays in for the Braves. Here's the pitch to Weiss, batting only 111. Ground ball to short. Tough play for Jackson. That's going to be a tough one for him. He cannot make the play. He's going to hold on to it and eats it. Oh, he almost threw it, but they told him, they put up the hands and say, don't throw it, don't throw it. And Weiss beats it out. So he has an infield hit right now. So now with Gooseman comes in, boy, he doesn't have much on the armor there. What do you do with him? I think you probably try to bunt him over if he can, or they bring somebody in who can. They have another catcher. I think they can waste this situation. He's a C. They will probably bring the corners in. They're going to try to put a bunt down and see if he can lay one good bunt down. Here's the bunt to Gooseman. Does he lay the bunt down? It's popped up, caught, and a double play. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Daryl Johnson came up with it, tags the bag, and the Mets are doubled off. So Weiss gets doubled off. 2 outs in the 12th now. And now here's Boswell, single back in the 8th inning. Torrey puts down the side. Britton with the wide up and pitch to Boswell. And Boswell, a ground ball to third, picked up by Martinez, throws him out. Will go to the home 12th. Still no score. 9-7 favor the Mets in hits. Both teams with errors, but still someone looking for the first run. Torrey, Lum, Johnson for the Braves. So now Gooseman puts down the sign. Taylor in again, stays in, pitches to Torrey in the 12th, and that will be a fly ball shallow right. Swoboda comes in, makes the catch, and there's one away. So 1 out in the 12th. Torrey is out, and that's a big out for Atlanta. So now here's Mike Lum. He stayed in the game and played left field. This is his first at bat. He's been up 11 times a ribby. .91 on the average. Not many at bats. Gooseman puts down the sign. Taylor looks in. Here's the pitch to Mike Lum, the left-handed hitter. 3-5 single for Mike Lum. How about that? It goes the opposite way. Stahl throws it in. Lum at it first, and here's Daryl Johnson. So Johnson the batter. Let's see if Johnson can get something going here for the Braves. Bottom of 12th, 1 out, no score. Gooseman puts down the sign. Taylor working from the stretch. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. And Johnson is going to go. He threw it out. Oh, my goodness. They threw him out. Gooseman got him, threw him out down the Boswell. So Gooseman, not known for the arm at all, came up and threw another strike to Boswell. And again, the Braves run themselves out of an inning. 2 outs in the 12th. And here's the power hitting Johnson. He only had 8 home runs, 33 RBIs, hit .208, 68 season. Gooseman puts down the sign. Taylor with the big windup to Daryl Johnson. And that's going to be a line drive base hit. That could go in the gap. Jones will not come up with this. He'll play the hop. That could have scored the runner at first. Oh boy, getting doubled off at first base is a big key here as they went aggressive on the steal. Johnson in at second. And now here is Martinez 0 for 3. Johnson, not much speed. Will they pinch run for him here? Gooseman puts down the sign. Taylor from the stretch. Runner on second. Game-winning run. Bats for Martinez and the pitch. That's a 4-8 base hit. That should do it in the loft. Here comes Johnson with 2 outs. He's around third. Here comes the throw. Not in time. The Braves win. And the Braves win up tough 12-inning affair. They out-hit the Mets 10-9 and get the important 1 run. The Braves 1 run, 10 hits and 1 error. The Mets no runs, 9 hits and 1 error. The Braves improved to 24-18 while the Mets dropped to 22-17. Degrom 8 innings, no decision, 4 hits, 1 walk, 10 Ks. Kuntz 2 2/3, solid 2 hits. Taylor takes the loss 1 inning. He's 1-3, 4 hits, 1 run is earned. Britton pitches 3 1/3, 2-hit ball, gets the win. He's 2-0. Jarvis goes 8 innings, 7 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Doubles in the game by Jones, Swoboda, Cranepool. Alou had 2 doubles. RBIs, Martinez had the only RBI in the ball game. The Braves win. The Braves win. The Braves were 10 for 41, 1 run scored, and an RBI. Guys with 2 hits were Jackson, Mian, Alou. Martinez had the game-winning RBI. For the Mets, they had a couple guys with 2 hits. Shamsky, 2 for 5. Kranepool, 2 for 5. Both the Mets and the Braves got runners thrown out at the plate as we had some great, absolutely some great defensive play. We had some web gems all over the place. Both teams playing tough, but the Braves win this one 1-0, so the Mets will fall out of probably first place with that loss. We'll go ahead and probably speed through Tom Seaver start, and then we'll get you here. So we Seaver and Ron Reed. That'll be the Sunday game. So we'll go ahead and put that on auto. So the next time we will see you, by the way, and the game is sold out, June 1st, 1968. Game is at Shea Stadium. Bob Gibson and Jacob Degrom. Be with us, because that, folks, is going to be an absolute barn burner. Let's go ahead and play out the rest of the schedule until we get there, and then we'll be able to get you set up for the next time we'll see you here on the channel. And it'll be the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets, and that is going to be absolutely one of the greatest pitching matchups you're ever going to see. If the Jarvis Degrom didn't get you, you're going to see an unbelievable matchup between Bob Gibson, who had a 1.12 ERA in 68, taking on Degrom, who's matching him pitch by pitch so far. So let's look at the statistics and see how he did here. The Mets did, oh my goodness, the Atlanta Braves bombed Seaver 9-3, so that was a bad loss there. Let's see if the Mets played any more games here. They kind of didn't. They got some bad weather issues. Then they went to Pittsburgh and they split. They lost 4-0 and won 6-2. And then the Friday game, the Cardinals beat the Mets 10-4. The Mets are really struggling right now. And let's look at the standings before we let you go. So when we meet you next, we'll go ahead and go June of 1968. The Mets right now are 23-20. They are 3.5 games out of first place. So the Mets need some home cooking. They have lost 7 out of 10. They've lost one big game, lost one game. The Cardinals come in. They are 26-19. They're 1.5 games out of first place. And the Cardinals right now have won 8 out of 10 also. So they are playing a hot baseball game, and we'll give you the pitching matchups. For the Cardinals, it will be Bob Gibson on the mound. He is actually 4-4 on the year with a 2.52 ERA, coming off his 1.12. So somebody's actually hit him a little bit harder this season. And then pitching for the New York Mets will be your own Jacob Degrom. Again, the game is sold out, so the one place you're going to be able to watch it is right here on WOR. Degrom, no decision his last start, so he is now 5-2 with a 1.55 ERA. So stay tuned, folks. It'll be a fun one. We'll see you then. This is Utah Mike for the Sports Machine, as you've been watching the very best of 1968 Alternate Universe replay of the New York Mets as we enter June for this season.